All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Greg Trainer with Wyndham-Lyons Realty Services, and I have a special guest today, Fred Harrison with Fresh Coat Painters of Anderson and more. Fred is the owner of Fresh Coat Painting, and tell us a little bit about you, Fred, and the areas that you cover.
I'm the owner of Fresh Coat of Anderson and Loveland, and we cover predominantly the east side of Cincinnati. It's where we focus our energies on from a residential painting standpoint.
Great. So you do both residential and commercial
We do
painting?
residential and commercial, but residential is our bread and butter.
Gotcha. So for us as real estate agents, we know that one of the biggest things that you can do to get the most money out of your home is to make sure that it's nice and crisp and freshly painted. When you walk in, and even before you walk in, the exterior of the house from the curb, to look at a house that's just been freshly painted or has that clean, crisp appearance to it, always gets the most amount of money versus the competition. And as far as dollar for dollar investment for us, top of the list is getting your house freshly painted. The reason why we have Fred on today is Fred and I have worked together on many different projects, including my own home that they did for us about a year or so ago, and absolutely loved the process, loved from the start to the finish. Tell us a little bit about how you come in. And one of my favorite things was how you guys quote a job.
Yeah, so our goal is really we like to say that we're a customer service company that paints and does the right way, and that starts from the very beginning of the process. Just calling and scheduling a quote from us should not be a struggle. Getting us on the calendar to come out there first thing is one of the stress levels for a lot of people. So we try our best to work with people's calendars and figure out ways that works for them, and then the quoting process itself. Breaking down the quote, itemizing it to the specific details of things the client would like to have done or would like to have as an option to potentially have done. So we try our best to break that down so they can give a clear understanding of the scope of work and potential project they could do, especially in the case of for clients looking to get their home on the market. They might have priority areas that they really want to focus in, but the budget might be a little bit tighter. And they want to, think about things that are going to give them the most bang for the buck and work in concert with great real estate agents like yourself, Greg, and they can focus in on what things will really make a difference for the potential buyer.
Yeah, that was nice. It was while we were standing there and going through the house and looking at the various rooms, looking at the options of what we wanted to do, I was getting the quotes right on my phone. Very seamless process, very transparent on what's happening, when it's going to happen, and what it's going to cost to do. My favorite thing, though, was the fact that your guys showed up on time. They cleaned up when they were finished, and the project looked great. We always had a little, a few touch-ups that we had, and you guys came back in, did some touch-ups after things dried, and we got to take a look at it. But your folks were courteous, clean. And I know this is just painting with a broad brush, but I'm used to a lot of painting crews that come in. The first thing they do, we always joke around that they've got to set the radio up first and get the right tunes on. And by the time they get started, half the day is over with. So, but your guys came in, did a great job, and knocked it out of the park for us. And the feedback that we're getting from our clients is very positive too, Fred. So hats off to you guys for doing what you're doing.
Appreciate that.
So for us, again, as real estate agents, we want to make sure that our clients know who you are and how to get in touch with you. You are a trusted partner of ours. So even if it's before we're taking a listing and we're referring you over, or for our hundreds of past clients and friends and family who are looking for a painter, we want to make sure they know how to get in contact with you. So what is the best way to get in contact with you, Fred?
So the easiest, so it's two ways to do it. It's you can just visit us on our website, freshcoatpainters.com /Anderson or Loveland. Or you can just call the number that's right above here. It's a 513-440-6214, and that'll get you to someone in our answering team. We answer the phone 24/7, so you can schedule after work, during lunch break, whatever time works for you. One thing I wanted to potentially point out. Oh, I guess I'll let Greg ask any question regarding, special promotions or anything, but definitely 513-440-6214 will get you to someone that can get you scheduled for a project.
And speaking of special promotions, Fred, one of the things that we know a lot of our sellers before we get ready to list, there's so many things that you've got to do to prepare to get that home on the market. And we're always there to try to help and guide and advise. One of the things I love about Fresh Coat Painters is that you guys actually do financing for that.
Yeah. So one thing we knew was a barrier of entry sometimes is just the budget. And what we have, partner with Interbank to provide a 0% financing for a full year. And I know that helps clients with a little more wiggle room, especially if they're getting ready to put their home on the market, and they can just use that profit they gain from the home to pay off that loan. And it just helps them really focus on the things that they want to get done versus what they can afford to get done at the moment.
Yeah, we have a lot of clients who say, boy, I would really love to get the house all freshened up and painted, but the cash is a little tight until we can actually get the home sold. So that is an awesome tool to have, Fred, because again, painting a house and getting it looking its complete best through painting is one of the biggest things you can do. It's more than $1 for dollar. So if you spend $1, you're getting more than $1 back by doing that. So great investment, great tool. So we appreciate you guys, appreciate everything you do. Again, if you guys need to get a hold of Fred, give him a call at 513-440-6214. And if you want to get a hold of one of the folks at our great team at Wyndham-Lyons Realty Services, our phone number is 513-322-2905. Again, thanks for your time, Fred. Hope everybody finds this useful, and feel free to give me a call. Again, 513-322-2905. Wyndham-Lyons Realty Services, where a passion for real estate will move you. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Greg.